Welcome to This Week in Nerf, your source for first-party, third-party, and community Nerf news. I'm Adriana, and I should probably design a logo for this show. I feel like some kind of intro thing would actually make sense, too. I'll think about how that stuff works later, but for now, it's time for the news. This is technically news from last week, but we forgot to mention it, and we know it's everyone's favorite topic. A couple of new Fortnite blasters have shown up on Target's website. The RL is a rocket launcher that fires Demolisher rockets. Why do we still call them Demolisher rockets when they've made so many blasters that fire these things? I don't know. Anyway, the RL looks to operate in the same way as all of the other launchers that fire these, which isn't the best. It's a hamp. It does look awesome, though. I would have liked to see it be spring or air-powered so you wouldn't have to try to hold it steady while you slam as hard as you can, but The HCE looks a lot like a Desert Eagle and appropriately shoots Mega Darts. It comes with 3 Mega Darts, which had some of us thinking it was a Mega Magnus reshell, but sadly, it's a front loader. It can only hold 1 dart at a time. Womp womp. It's basically an oversized hotshock with a top prime instead of a rear prime. I'm not super excited for this, but I'm hopeful that the Fortnite blasters will continue to draw more people into our hobby, because that is always good. Walmart listed the Trilogy DS15 for pre-order a week or so ago, and some have started to arrive in the hands of Nerfers. Naptown has an excellent review on his, including range tests with AccuFakes, chrono numbers, and a good look at all the features. Naptown discovered that the shell ejection system is a little bit finicky. If you prime too slowly, or if you have the blaster tilted back too much, it will fail to eject. Good news is we think there might be a pretty easy hopper mod possible for this blaster. The big challenge is keeping the jam door from hitting the next shell in the hopper. Michelle has some thoughts on how this could be accomplished, so we might have to get one for her to tinker with after we're done, moving into the new house. Arizona Sama over on Reddit has posted some images and a video of the Narfduino. It is a printed circuit board with a microcontroller, power supply, battery voltage sensor, and half bridge. What does all that mean? I don't really know, but from what the post says, it looks like it's an all-in-one board that can handle almost any smart blaster that you would try and make. The only additional electronics you need for a brushless build would be an ESC for each motor. Flashing this board with code should be just as easy as flashing any other Arduino. And speaking of code, the goal of this project is to have a published library of scripts for different types of builds. So if you wanted to build a select fire solenoid build, you could simply download the script, flash the board, wire it to electronics, and you're off to the races. Standardizing the hardware needed for a build is a huge step in removing the customized code, which seems to be the biggest hurdle in creating smart blasters. There's no word on availability yet, but hopefully these will be easy to buy. There's a bunch of other neat features that we don't really have the time to go over now, like the 12 pins for ground instead of the standard 3, so go check out that Reddit post. It is linked in the description. There's a lot happening this week in the world of 3D printed accessories. Milan from Devil's Nerf Works shared his Equalizer mag on Thingiverse. And I know what you're thinking, what's the point of more 3D printed short dart magazines, right? There's already so many out there, what makes this one special? Well, the Equalizer will fit in both Talon and Katana magwells. This magazine could be huge for those of us who have some blasters with one magwell style and some blasters with another style. The wildcard adapters haven't been amazing or universal, so having a mag that will just work is pretty awesome. There's no more need to have 2 separate loadouts. The files are available now on Thingiverse in a 9-round version, though that could be updated with larger sizes upon request. I talked about the Woozy about a month ago. It's the dual-stage mini flywheel short dart full auto 3D printed blaster. People have been loving them, and I've seen so many people posting their builds. But there has been one really fun addition to it this week. D. McNeil added a folding stock. Is it necessary? No. Is it fun? Yeah, I think so. Personally, I think folding stocks look really goofy, and I'm surprised that they're even a thing in real steel. It just doesn't seem like it should work. But moving parts are fun. If I were to make one myself, though, I'd probably add some magnets to help it stay open and stay closed. back in the world of magazines, we have some new Talon holders from Flagonial. Talon mag holders aren't anything new. I'm pretty sure there are already several styles to choose from, but this one allows for darts to be loaded while the mag is resting in the holder. This is awesome for any games involving scavenging. The Bay Area's King of the Hill comes to mind. We have a starting dart limit, but you are welcome to pick up anything on the ground to fire back at your opponents. It would also be great for Ragnarok Oktoberfest, The Stalking Dead. There will be a starting dart limit, and there's not a lot of time to load up darts from the ground and ammo caches while also being chased by both enemy humans and the dead. Being able to store darts directly in your magazine without needing to take it out and fumble around with it is huge. And the double stack is great for space saving, and it has options for both molle and belt attachments. Pretty cool. This week's mod of the week is the Rail Driver from Patrick Preeb. This beauty used to be a Busby monorail, but has clearly been transformed after a lot of custom crafted parts have been added on. I love all the glow along the top and the coils near the muzzle. It has a really sci-fi feel without being sterile. The stock looks awesome too. There's a lot going on, but the shapes flow really nicely into each other. The overall paint is very clean and the colors work good together. I love this build. Nice job, Patrick. This week's video of the week is from Mortality Nerf, though clearly a slew of people helped him gather footage. This video captures a huge event combining the Malaysia and Singapore Nerf communities, Operation Camaraderie. 72 players from a ton of different groups joined together to have some pretty large-scale strategic battles. Seeing the kind of terrain they play on was really interesting, and I loved getting a small peek into their tactical planning. I have also really enjoyed looking through all the photos of the event on Team SG's Facebook page, so I'll make sure that that's linked in the description as well. And we made it to the outro! Woo! I know that there are at least two very, very, very exciting topics next week that I can't wait to talk about. It's going to be good. So make sure you come back next week, Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Hit the bell so you don't miss it. Subscribe and all that. I need to go pack stuff. Bye!